Palestinians take cover as pulses of automatic gunfire crackle overhead. Others try and crawl to safety as explosions ring out. For several hours on Sunday, this was the terrifying reality hungry Gazans faced as they tried to reach an American-backed humanitarian aid site in southern Gaza. We are bringing our food drenched in blood. We are dying to get food, Amin Khalifa says amid a hail of gunfire. The aftermath is grisly. Bullet-riddled bodies lie scattered on the beach. As others emerge carrying sacks of aid these men died trying to get. Health officials and doctors report at least 31 were killed. 17 eyewitnesses told CNN it was the Israeli military that opened fire on the crowd. A CNN analysis of video from the scene, audio of gunfire, and ballistics evidence all point to the Israeli military. In Gaza, more families made to mourn.
عشان يقتلونا غاز حرام حرام هذا اللي بيسووه حرام ليش بيسووا فينا زي هيك ليش احنا بنروح نجيب لقمة عيشنا نروح يقتلوا فينا زي هيك ليش مش حرام عليهم حرام اللي بيسووه مش عايزين ياكلوا ليش بيسووا فينا زي هيك ليش حسبي الله ونعم الوكيل.
In the pre-dawn hours of Sunday, masses of Palestinians began trekking down Al-Rashid Street, hoping to be among the first to reach the Gaza Humanitarian Foundation site in Tal al-Sultan before limited aid supplies run dry. But as they reach the Al-Alam roundabout, a hail of gunfire forces people to the ground. Eyewitnesses say much of the gunfire came from tank-mounted machine guns.
We asked a forensic audio expert to analyze the gunfire in that video, and this analysis shows bursts of gunfire at a rate of 15 rounds per second. Weapons experts say that's consistent with the FN MAG, a machine gun used by the Israeli military and commonly mounted on Israeli tanks. Those experts say that rate of fire also appears to rule out weapons used commonly by Hamas. And then you have bullets like this one, which doctors at Nasser Hospital pulled from the bodies of the dead and the wounded. Weapons experts also say this bullet is consistent with the FN MAG.
The Israeli military said they did not fire at civilians while they were near or within the aid site. But that statement is misleading. An Israeli military official acknowledged Israeli troops did fire toward people about 1 kilometer away from the aid site. The Al-Alam roundabout, where people were killed, is also about 1 kilometer away from the site. This entire area, with an Israeli military base right here, is under Israeli control. This post warns the Israeli military would be active in the area at the time of the shooting. It's from the Gaza Humanitarian Foundation, which operates the aid site and closely coordinates with the IDF, alerting Palestinians that using the passage before 5 a.m. is prohibited. But they posted it at 4 a.m., as people were already being fired upon.
Ya Allah.
Eyewitnesses described volleys of Israeli military gunfire from snipers, tanks, and drones beginning as early as 3 a.m. on Sunday. More were shot at 4:30 a.m. Others described being shot as late as 6:30 in the morning. They were shooting directly at us everywhere, this man says, from the sea, from snipers, and from all directions. 4 people were injured, and 1 was immediately killed. I tried to stand up and escape or go back, but I was hit in my left side. I've seen a lot of soldiers in this war. When they want to clear an area or warn you, they shoot around you. But yesterday they were shooting to kill us. At Nasser Hospital, fear and pain are still etched across the face of 13-year-old Yazid Musleh, who was wounded by gunfire from a tank his father and brother say was stationed near the aid site. I saw the tank from afar, Ihab says. He was standing, waving his hands to the tank, and within seconds, gunfire was directed at him, and he was lying on the ground. 2 days later, despite the dangers, tens of thousands of Palestinians continued to stream towards that same aid site, a testament to the hunger and desperation still gripping so many. And once again, in the early hours of Tuesday, dozens were killed en route. This time, the Israeli military acknowledging it fired warning shots and then opened fire, claiming suspects advanced towards troops in a threatening manner. The military said it was looking into reports of casualties. It need look no further than this boy crying out over his mother's body, begging her to wake up. Today, she went to get aid. She went to get aid to feed us, he cries. And this is what they do to us? The Americans said, come to the safe area to get your aid. Who should trust them? As for Amin Khalifa, the man who documented Sunday's gunfire, his quest for survival ended abruptly on Tuesday. He was killed while trying to reach that aid site once again. He was 30 years old.
The Israeli military declined to answer questions related to our findings, but as recently as Tuesday, the Israeli military's top spokesman, General Efi Defrin, categorically denied that the Israeli military opened fire on Sunday, saying it, quote, simply didn't happen. But after a week during which more than 60 people were killed while trying to make it to that aid site, according to the Palestinian Ministry of Health, the Gaza Humanitarian Foundation now says it is having conversations with the Israeli military to, quote, support civilian safety. Among them, a spokesman tells me that they are asking the Israeli military to, quote, enhance force training and refine internal IDF procedures. Jérôme Diamond, CNN, Jerusalem.